Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Reynolds with B.O.R.E.D, Better Off Reading Every Day. Today's books are The Letters Lost by Lisa Campbell Ernst, Tomorrow's Alphabet by George Shannon, pictures by Donald Cruz, Punctuation Takes a Vacation by Robin Pulver, illustrated by Lynn Rowe Reed. So we have three fabulous books today, boys and girls, having to do with our letters. And here they all are, all together. We are going to celebrate some alphabet today. You ready for these ABCs? Yes. All right, our first one is The Letters Lost by Lisa Campbell Ernst. The Letters Lost. Long ago, the letters were all together, neat and tidy, but time passed. First one block disappeared, then the next, until now, their block is empty. The letters are lost. Come, let's find them one by one. A flew high in an airplane. B bumbled into the bath. C joined a family of cows. D was a dog's tasty toy. E found a home with some eggs. F took a swim with the fish. G stopped to look through some glasses. H hid under a hat. I longed for strawberry ice cream. J jumped out of a Jack-in-the-Box. K hitched a ride in a kangaroo pouch. L landed in a pile of leaves. M admired himself in a mirror. N found a tower of numbers. O peeked through an oval. P dove into popcorn. Q took a nap on a quilt. Rolled away on a roller skate. R rolled away on a roller skate. S went to play in the sandbox. T helped to squish out toothpaste. U turned herself upside down. V made a fancy Valentine. W fell into the washing machine. X and Y played the xylophone. X and Y played the xylophone. Z did a zig with a zebra. At last, the letters are together again, but not for long. Soon the blocks will begin to disappear once more. Can you guess where they might go? The end, boys and girls, of The Letters Are Lost. So, so clever. So, so clever. Tomorrow's Alphabet by George Shannon. Pictures by Donald Crows. A is for seed. Tomorrow's apple. B is for eggs. Tomorrow's birds. C is for milk. Tomorrow's cheese. Cheese. D is for puppy. Tomorrow's dog. E is for campfire. Tomorrow's embers. F is for wheat. Tomorrow's flour. G is for bulbs. Tomorrow's garden. H is for yarn. Tomorrow's hat. I is for water. Tomorrow's ice cubes. J is for pumpkin. Tomorrow's jack-o'-lantern. K is for tomato. Tomorrow's ketchup. M is for caterpillar. Tomorrow's moth. N is for twigs. Tomorrow's nest. O is for acorn. Tomorrow's oak tree. P is for clay. Tomorrow's pot. Q is for scraps. Tomorrow's quilt. R is for grapes. Tomorrow's raisins. S is for vegetables. Tomorrow's soup. T is for bread. Tomorrow's toast. U is for stranger. Tomorrow's us. V is for paper. Tomorrow's Valentine. W is for stones. Tomorrow's wall. X is for bones. Tomorrow's x-ray. Y is for sheep. Tomorrow's yawn. Z is for countdown. Tomorrow's zero. Z is for countdown, tomorrow 0. The end, boys and girls, of tomorrow's alphabet. Everything that starts out today and ends up being something else tomorrow. Wow. This is a very clever book. Yep. Punctuation takes a vacation. Bon voyage, air. You still there? Are you still with me? Or did you take a vacation? Day after day, the punctuation mark shows up in Mr. Wright's classroom. Day after day, they did their jobs. They put up with being erased and replaced, corrected and ignored, and moved around. Then, on the hottest, stickiest day the class had ever seen, right in the middle of a lesson about commas, Mr. Wright mopped his forehead and said, "Let's give punctuation a vacation." As the kids cheered and headed for the playground to cool off, the punctuation marks stared at one another in disbelief. "Is this the thanks we get?" asked the question mark. "Well," huffed the exclamation point. Now, said the comma. "We should take a vacation," said the period. "They'll soon learn how much they need us." "Great," said the exclamation mark. "Don't leave without us," yelled the apostrophes. "It's 11 o'clock now," said the colon. "Let's leave at 11:02. Whoosh, punctuation rushed out the door. Whoosh, they rushed back in to grab the quotation marks who were too busy talking to pay attention. When Mr. Wright's class returned from the playground, they couldn't wait to find out what happened in Chapter 4 of their book, Ace Scooper's Dog Detective. Mr. Wright opened his mouth to read aloud, but then he stopped and stared. "This is weird. The punctuation is missing. Where could it be? Yikes, maybe punctuation took a vacation. We are in big trouble now." "This is weird. The punctuation is missing. Where could it be? Yikes, maybe the punctuation took a vacation. We are in big trouble now." Be careful what you wish for. Mr. Wright was right. Nothing made sense without punctuation. A couple of days, the school secretary delivered a small bundle of postcards to Mr. Wright's class. They were postmarks, "Take a break, Lake." The kids guessed who wrote the postcards and they wanted to write back, but they couldn't write without punctuation. The best they could do was borrow some from Mr. Rongo's class next door, where punctuation seemed to be running wild. "Dear punctuation, please come back. We need you. We miss you. We miss you too. Life at school is difficult. Difficult without you. We can't do reading, writing, or riddles without punctuation. Chapter 4 of our book, Ace Scooper, doesn't make sense. We will never take punctuation for granted again. Won't you please come back before 10 on Friday? Mr. Wright says punctuation, please come home. Sincerely, Mr. Wright's class." So the punctuation marks returned to Mr. Wright's classroom to do their jobs to do a job only they could do. Mr. Rongo's unruly punctuation scrambled back to their own classroom. Hooray for punctuation, the end. See that? We need punctuation. And I'll tell you why. Punctuation rules. Quotation marks belong at the beginning and end of words a person speaks. The question mark comes at the end of a question. Use a comma to separate each item with a series or a list. A comma also separates two complete thoughts in a sentence. Use an exclamation point after a word or sentence that expresses strong feelings. An apostrophe takes the place of a letter and changes two letters into one word. An apostrophe is used with the letters S that show ownership or possession. The colon lets you know what time it is. It separates the big guy's hours from the little guy's minutes. A period is the stop sign at the end of a sentence or complete thought. It is also used in abbreviations. The end, boys and girls, of Punctuation Takes a Vacation. My favorite part of this story is when they suggest that the punctuation should go on vacation. And they said, "Is this the thanks we get?" asked the question mark. "Well," huffed the exclamation point. Now," said the comma. "We should take a vacation," said the period. "They'll soon learn how much they need us." "Great," said the exclamation point. "Don't leave without us," yelled the apostrophes. "It's 11 o'clock now," said the colon. "Let's leave at 11:02. Boys and girls, what a clever, clever, clever book. Very clever book. Look at that. Very clever. All of them are actually in a plane. The question marks, punctuation, and colon, they're all in a plane going on vacation. But what I wanted to say to you, boys and girls, is that we read all books having to do with our letters. And letters are what are put together to make words to write in books, what we so love to do, you and I. We like to read, we like to look at books, we like to look at illustrations. All of those came from letters, which were put together in Word. So I absolutely am a word lover. And one of the reasons why I love words so much is because I love to read. So what I wanted to tell you is B.O.R.E.D, Better Off Reading Every Day, it actually has periods in between each of them. So you have B, period, O, period, R, period, E, period, D, period, B.O.R.E.D, which it means in words, better off reading every day. It's actually what we call an acronym. It's when you have initials that make up a word or a saying. So that's how it is with me and B.O.R.E.D. So I wanted to share this with you guys and say to you guys, I think that words mean so much, especially these days when our mouth is covered. We are wearing masks and no one can really see our words coming out. So when you talk, you need to really project your voice so people can hear what you're saying. And also think about what it is that you're saying when you're using your words, which is letters that are put together. So I have some words for you, which are letters that are put together. And my words today are, I love you. And I'm saying that to you because I absolutely do. Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away the other day, and one of her saying is, why use 4 words when you only need 3? And my 3 are I love you. So I love you. Why use 4 words when you can use 3? And 3 gets your point across. So I don't know what your words are saying, but feel free to tell them to me. And my words are also saying, it is Miss Reynolds with B.O.R.E.D. Better off reading every day. B.O.R.E.D. Period. Better off reading every day. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Now get out there and have some fun with your words and your letters and your punctuation. And remember, treat punctuation nicely because we need them. We don't want them going on vacation. Just like we don't want please, thank you, excuse me going on vacation. Those are important words too. Please, thank you, and excuse me. And my favorite of all, when I'm leaving you guys, bye.